beautiful or not, just being beautiful human beings. Doing it from a place of love and care for fucking another human. Doing it from a place of, I've got more than this person does, and it gives me joy to give. Those types of things, man, where you'll never get that person's name. And if you do, you may not remember it. You may never see them again. But it just gives you that warm fucking feeling to know that you've been able to help somebody in some meaningful way. And however that would manifest for the world, for any of us across cultures, across religions, across the world, when those beautiful random acts of kindness come, that's probably one of the most likely places where we are truly witnessing the divine expression in human experience. But you got to look for it. And that sucks, because you don't have to look for the evil. You don't have to look for the evil, and it can come shove itself. That's big fat enema. But the good you kind of got to look for. I mean, in the world. Within yourself, you know, you do what you do, and, you know, you don't go tell everybody, hey, look how good I am. No, you just do what you do, and you carry with you the good that you do as just, that's you. But when you start seeing it expressed through other people, in cultures that we would consider to be less than us, or an enemy, you know, yeah, so you see videos in China of people doing like ridiculous shit, horrible shit, and it looks like, oh, they're all zombies. But you can also see videos of people in China doing like beautiful shit for old people, and young people doing it with respect. I know that's part of their culture, but you know, it's just, anyway. And then this fucking world is just seeking to poison all of that in the minds of all of us, so that this divine expression has a much more challenging time expressing itself in the world, or being seen or known for what it is. Seems to fit. Don't know if I got the whole piece going on, or the whole pie, but a little piece of it I do. A couple chunks of it maybe. So, man, know thyself, and you will know the universe and God. I think it ties into that spark of divinity. That's what would truly be, in my eyes, quote-unquote, God. Anything that's worthy of being called a God in this fucking universe, as far as I'm concerned as a being of consciousness, would be like something that humans consider to be divinity. That's above all this shit. You know what I mean? Still raises some questions, but I'm just giving the benefit of the doubt that there's something actually loving out there, but doesn't express the love the same way that humans express love. You know, love's a really interesting thing too, but that's not the topic of this conversation. I guess that's it. For me, it's all too obvious, and I'm kind of bored seeing it all, because I see what it is, and I can't tell most of the people, because you start telling them with any degree of certainty or confidence in your tone, because you fucking know, all of a sudden they're challenged, and they start having very, very, very emotionally driven responses, because here you are telling them as fact, because it's coming out of your mouth and you're delivering it like you know, because you do. And it defies everything that they believe or know. And then it causes a problem, because, well, they have visceral responses to their belief systems being challenged, and then look at the problem that has, or the problems that causes. So yeah, it's just a wonderful thing knowing all this, yet not being able to communicate it to the world in a way that grabs people's attention and gets them to realize, holy shit, the most important thing that any of us can do while we're humans is start to do the work, the inner work, because this world is a prison. This world is controlled by the evil one, or the evil ones. Therefore, we must find our way out. And the only way to find our way out is to do that inner work, where you're tapping into the 95% of what you are that you don't even realize. And in the process of doing that, coming to know thyself even more, mastering aspects of yourself, coming to know God by tapping into that part of divinity, tapping into the Christos process, and, you know, doing that, opening up the narrow gate, going through the portal. They don't want you to know this, humans. They don't want you to know this. They want you distracted and concerned with the trivialities of this world. They want you thinking below the belt. They want you focused on fear and all the shit they want you focused on. This is why the humans doing what we're doing. Because they've been influencing us, and most people are dumb animals. And I say that in jest, lightly. I was a dumb animal. We're all dumb animals. But in the truest sense of the word, it's like, fuck, that can apply to humans, because look at what they're doing to us. It's like, fuck. Come on, people. Like, it's not that difficult. It's been right in front of our fucking faces. But I didn't start to recognize it until I'd gone through enough pain that drove me to start analyzing these goddamn equations. It's like, no, there's a reason for this shit. I want to know what the fuck it is. Why? Because I'm fucking capable. And, you know, that challenges people's egos too. When you say it like that with a level of piss and vinegar, it's like, yeah, I could challenge these fucking gods on this shit. Whatever. Oh, you think you're a god? No. I just know enough about what I'm talking about that when I deliver it to people who have not been exposed to it, I come off as, oh, they stick a lot of different labels on me. cocky, arrogant, angry, offensive, whatever label. It's like, how does your mind grab and affix that label to me? And I'm just sitting there having a conversation with you, talking to you, being as transparent as I can, as authentic as I possibly can, sharing with you what it is that I know, thinking that you're mature enough emotionally and psychologically as an adult to have an open enough mind to contemplate that this is the stuff that could be really going on that they don't want you to know. But, then you start sounding arrogant, full of yourself, whatever label. It's just like, I'm so tired of these fucking humans affixing labels to those who put more time and effort and work into figuring out what the fuck's actually going on here. And then when those of us that actually go to deliver it to the humans and tell them, to such a large degree, we'll get flack and shit for doing things that figuring out things that these humans haven't put in the time to figure out. It's like casting pearls among swine. And the swine are going to bitch at you because they can't eat those goddamn pearls. Hey, what kind of loser shit is this? Oh, it's all spirit. Whatever they say. Because they can't process it. Anyway, food for thought, something to think about. Take from it what you will, throw the West away. I guess that's it. Take it easy, people.